Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you 20 plus page ideas that you can create in your bullet journal. When I started bullet journaling a year and a half ago, I did not know how to start, what to begin with, what pages do I need to have, and overall the whole idea of bullet journaling was kind of vague yet felt interesting, and whether I need all those fancy supplies to get started. And when I started it, it turned out a while later that I only needed a fine liner and some regular color markers if you want to be a little creative with the journaling. So grab your coffee or snacks cause it's going to be a long video. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. The first page that I'm creating is the key page. Key page is mostly created in the beginning of the year, in the first page or in the first few pages of your bullet journal. It's just a bunch of symbols that you can use to identify different things like tasks, appointments, events, ideas or deadlines, etc. You can see all the symbols that I'm drawing. It's totally up to you if you want to use the same symbols and do it the same way, or change them up according to your own liking. The next page that I'm creating is the gratitude page. You can create this page every month to write about what you are grateful for each day of that month, or you can create just one page in the beginning of the year in your journal, as I am doing here. I am creating 12 sections for all the 12 months, and by the end of every month I will be writing what I had been most grateful for. You can create this spread on 2 pages, 6 sections on each page if you want to have more space for writing more than 1 or 2 lines. Moving on to our third page idea, I am creating a wish list page and drawing 3 columns. First for what I want to be, second for what I want to buy, and the third one is for where I want to travel. By creating different columns for different categories will give you a clear perspective of what you are looking forward to do, be, buy, or where to travel. Next, you can create a simple goals page. I'm not drawing any columns or sections in this one, but if you want to add something to this page, just like the wish list page, you can definitely add your monthly or yearly goals depending whether you create this page every month or just once in the beginning of the year. The next page that you can create is the memories page in your journal. You can simply paste pictures of the memorable moments or write about them with the dates alongside. You can customize this spread by drawing doodles, adding pictures, or writing briefly about what happened during a memorable event. The next page that you can create is the brain dump page. Personally, I don't like the term brain dump, so I use random thoughts instead for this page. You can also use that term or name it ideas, reminders, or what's on my mind. This page is basically used when there are different things that might be going through your mind. That could be ideas or anything that you want to just jot down in order to look back onto it maybe sometime later. Next page is my books to read checklist. As you can see on this page, I am drawing 3 columns, each divided into a half, creating 6 sections and maintaining different sections for each genres like fiction, thriller, fantasy, suspense, history, and romance. You can choose to write whatever genres you are interested in, and also the number of rows in each column you might want to have depending on how many books you are willing to read. throughout the year, or if you are a bookworm and you can read lots of books every month, you can create this spread every month and tick each box when you finish reading a book. Moving on to our next page idea, I am creating an exercise log. You have to simply draw 30 to 31 boxes for the days of the month. As you can see, I have drawn 4 columns and 8 rows. In each box, you can write your workout plan for that particular day, like cardio, running, stretches, yoga, weights, power lifts, etc. You can look at this page every day and know what workout you're going to be doing that particular day. So that is that. Next, I am creating a weekly meal plan page. I am creating 5 columns, the first one being the thinnest for writing the names of the days, and 8 rows. On the first row, you will write breakfast, lunch, and if you take some snacks during the day, I have created 1 column for that as well. And the last one is for dinner. You can pre-plan your meals when planning your weeklies in your bullet journal. This spread will save you a lot of time because sometimes you just don't know what to cook. So hopefully this page will help you save a lot of time and you won't have to worry about what to cook the next time. The next page that I am creating is the things or stuff to check out spread. On this page, I am creating 6 sections for different categories like restaurants, movies, TV shows, recipes, podcasts, and random stuff to check out. You can change the categories according to your own liking or requirement. Moving on to our next page idea is the sleep log. On the left hand side, I am writing down the dates and days and also creating a timeline on top starting from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then I will be highlighting or coloring in the number of hours I have slept during the 24 hours every day. You can also mention the number of hours on the colored part. So we are done with this page. Let's move on to the next one. The next spread that you can create in your journal is the habit tracker. You can track as many habits as you want and can also change the layout and draw separate boxes to track each habit. It's totally up to you whether you like it this way or the other way. On this page, I am creating an all-in-one habit tracker where you won't need to write the dates again and again in different boxes. You will have to color in a box every day for each habit or draw a dot if you completed the task or leave it empty if not completed. The next page idea is also a tracker. If you want to track the number of hours you study every day, then this tracker might be useful for you. This is basically a graph layout where on the left hand side you will write down the dates and on top you will write the maximum number of hours that you think you might need to or have to study every day, and then color in or highlight up to that number of hours every day, and by the end of the month you will have a graph to look at and know how many hours you have studied throughout that month. Moving on to the next page idea is our emails and passwords page. Many a time we create accounts on different social media. Sometimes we may have the same passwords for every email account on different websites, and sometimes we may have to change it and then you know what happens. So this page can be useful whenever you sign up on a particular website or create a new email account. You can mention all your social media details on this page. As you can see, I have created 4 columns divided into 2 sections. The first one is for personal emails and passwords, and the second one is for business/work related emails and contacts. In the personal section, I have created a column for websites, emails, and passwords. And in the business section, you can note down the names and email lists of your colleagues, people at your work, along with their contact number. You can separately create these two sections into two different spreads if you want. So this was our emails and passwords page. Now let's create the next spread, which is our year at a glance or future log spread. This one is usually created when starting a new journal. You will draw all the 12 monthly calendars, allotting each month some space, and write down the to-do lists, important events, or birthdays, or anything you might want to do or are supposed to do each month, and also highlight the dates in different colors for different tasks and events. Next, we can create my ideal day page in our journal. In the center of the page, you will draw a timeline of your day from whenever your day starts to when it ends. For instance, if your day starts at 6 a.m. in the morning and ends at 12 p.m. at night, on both the sides of this timeline, you will be writing what you are supposed to do during these hours, from taking your breakfast at a certain hour to taking a shower, doing exercise, or going for a walk. And if you are a student or you go to work for a certain amount of hours and then up till you go to bed. By creating this page, you will have a clear idea of what your day might be like, and it will help and encourage you to finish your daily tasks on time every day. Now I am creating a monthly expense tracker. You will need to draw 5 columns. The first one will be the thinnest one to write the dates of the month. Second is categories. Third is for description to describe what you have bought. Fourth, for the payment method you used. And the last one is for the amount you spent. If you are someone who shop a lot or spend money every day, you will have a record of all those expenses, and by the end of the month, you will know the total amount of money you have spent that particular month. Now let's create a page for those who like to record or recap their day in their journals. I call it a line a day page, where you will write about your day in one line. If you like, you can also alter it into a few lines a day, but it will take up more space in the journal and will consume more of your time. So it's totally up to you whether you write one line or a few lines every day. The next page that I am creating is the recipes page. If you like to cook and often note down recipes, this page might be useful for you. In this page, I am creating 2 columns, the left one being a bit thinner to note down ingredients, and the wider space is to note down the method of the recipes. I have created 3 sections to note down 3 recipes, but it's totally up to you whether you create 3, 2, or a single recipe page. My next bullet journal spread idea is to track mental health. In this tracker, I am creating 2 sections to track the mental health. First one is for emotional symptoms, and the second one is for physical symptoms. In the emotional symptoms section, you can track your symptoms like fatigue, irritability, unmotivatedness, sadness, stress, hopelessness, isolation, and no appetite. And in the physical symptoms section, you can track headache, body ache, palpitations, crying, lightheadedness, and weakness. So every day you will draw a dot on all the symptoms that you are experiencing or feeling, and track how good or bad your mental situation is. Under the mental health tracker, I am drawing a mood tracker. I'm creating the same layout for this tracker as well, and for the moods you can track how great, good, anxious, sad, tired, or just meh you are feeling every day and draw a dot. You can also connect the dots and create a graph and make it look more interesting. And now on the right hand side of this spread, I'm utilizing this space as well for another page idea that you can create in your journal, which is called This Day in One Word. It is almost the same as a line a day page, but if you can just sum up your day in one word, you can write it in here, whether your day was tiring, productive, amazing, or you felt grateful for a wonderful day, or just lazy. You can write it down here. So we are done with 3 bullet journal page ideas on this spread. Next, you can create a quotes and sayings page to note down your favorite quotations, sayings. Also, if you want to write down poetry or your favorite lines from a song on this page, and also mention the person's name who said it or the author who wrote it. The next page idea is the monthly log that you can create every month in your journal to schedule your to-do list, tasks, or mark any events beforehand. This page is one of the most useful pages for me personally to schedule all my to-dos, remember birthdays and events, or mark important dates, etc. So these were all the 20 plus page ideas that you can create in your bullet journal. I hope you found these ideas helpful and useful to create in your journals. If you enjoyed the video and learned something from it, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye everyone.